Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good weekend. January 23rd, we're gonna look at some price action, some technical analysis, options, trades. Did some scalps, did some big option scalps today. In a couple futures, Hellbiz. Look at all this stuff. Hellbiz, GNS. Moving up in the fight to fight naked short sellers. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. Follow us on Twitter at Happy Money YT, as well as our Discord server. Link for those are both in the description. Free to join. So my long futures on ES from last week, or sorry, shorts, had a great entry, and then great entry here, held through all this, and then that OPEX last Friday was insanely bullish, and then I got stopped out, of course, pre-market. And now that we are up above and we've broken that 400 level, I'm thinking this is probably going to keep rallying. Could be sorely mistaken, but I actually went long up here on that break of 400, and I think we could probably make a move up to 408, probably at least. There's a lot of earnings though coming, so that could move things around a bit. We'll see though. The way this day is ending is not quite as bullish as I was originally anticipating. Did bounce off of VWAP, so I went long here, looking for a retest of that support. Kind of timed the bottom, a little foolish. That's more of a scalp trade that I would do, is like trying to get a bounce. But I wasn't entering it as a scalp, I was entering it more as a swing for at least a couple days. So that's all right. I'll scale in, maybe average in if it starts to move in my direction. I think I've got 4 of them or something. I'll go over the positions at the end a little bit. Hellbiz, big move up. We talked about this last week. We had a position. I actually closed it out this morning, right here. Yeah, stupid me. Yeah, I just didn't want to hold for all the profit taking, but profit taking didn't take very long, and it bounced back up and consolidated, and then started to rip. Things up 117% now. Broke out of the highs from yesterday or Friday, as well as that, of course, same high that it tested in pre-market. Yeah, it's not one I'm going to chase at this point, but it is definitely on a big move and could make another big move at the upside. I would imagine probably some profit taking and some downside first. The volume on it is insane, over 500 million volume today and on Friday, and free float's 81 million. So it's wild. Outstanding shares only 126 million, 129 million. Yeah, Hellbiz, crazy. Fighting the naked short fight and getting short squeezed just on rumor of it, or talking about it. They actually did come out with news today saying they're going to hire, Hellbiz hires same company used by Genius. Yeah, what is the stock or share intel? Hellbiz hires share intel for due diligence. They basically, I think, just monitor your stock and your shares and just in-depth data, magnifying glass microscope on what's going on with your stock. And I think it takes like 60 days or more for them just to collect enough data. And then they can basically see if they do have some crazy naked short problem. And then they can go about it with either Wes, Christian, or however they want to go about combating it. Unfortunately, we have to take companies that are private or public have to take matters into their own hands to stop illegal activity going on in the stock market. So, yeah. Anyways, that's GNS as well as HLBZ. They're both on that fight, and there might be some more stocks that announce it, so keep your eye on penny stocks or stocks that looks like they've been heavily shorted. They most likely have been illegally shorted, and if they want to join in, they should. I think this stock, this is Hellbiz. This is one I've invested in at $41 at one point. It's at 40 cents after it's been up a couple 100%. So yeah, that's not a natural movement for a stock at all. Anyways, that's Hellbiz. Did sell the shares on that. Did sell my GNS also, mostly to get kind of margin to kind of be positioned for a GME run, which maybe started to happen today. It's up 10% today. It is kind of double topping on this, but what I like to see is this cup and handle that looks like it's being built. So I'm still bullish on it for the rest of the month and maybe into next month. But we'll have to see. Tomorrow could be a huge day or not. If it's a huge day, confirmed, I think we are right here, and it will be the first of at least 2 huge days, and maybe 4 or 5 or 6, or could be a quick run like this that's huge, or it could be more of a long sustained run like this one. But as far as the chart analysis, if you watched my videos last week, I think we're in this position right here. So we've done this big run, so I think we're somewhere either here or here. So the next couple days, I think we'll confirm if we're here or here. If we're here, then the next couple days will look like this. If we're here, the next couple days will be smaller bodies and just consolidation, and then potentially we will see a retest of this low in the 15s or even lower, which would be probably the 10 range. Yeah, so that's not off the table to me, but but it is, I think, still something to consider. So today I started going long. Today was very weird on GME, just low volume, relatively low volume, melt up. But the volume was very interesting to watch because it was increasing, which to me was a very good sign and very bullish. Even so, it was just slow melt up, which is abnormal for GME. Especially, yeah, it's just abnormal. So anyways, I started getting back into shares. I'm swing trading shares, not all of them, but a large position. And I've fully scaled in. Somewhere in here, I fully scaled back in. And then options, I started scaling in last week. I got in a lot more here, ended up selling them all right here. And then at this point, I started just scalping large amounts of options for me. Next Fridays, I'm scalping 22 next Fridays, 22 strike, and like, I don't know how many, I did like 10 grand in it, which I would never do on that amount in that short of time, and out of the money. But I did it some last run and it worked somewhat good. I actually put a stop loss on it, which was interesting because it came down and it filled like 6 of the 70 contracts, and I was like, oh shoot, it gapped and missed it, and then it came back up and filled it, and then I missed a little top, but I'm happy it stopped out. I was fine with that. I might get some before market close today, some more. Either February 3rd strike or the 10th, and either debit spreads, call debit spreads, or just 22 strike, maybe calls. I use optionstrat.com sometimes just to make it simple and automate it. We put in a target price and then a time frame, and it'll kind of give you the best percentages. So yeah, we'll look at that. And yeah, so I've got all the shares. I'm all fully shared up. So I bought 700 on the TD account, and then on the long term. Oh, and then on my IRA, actually, I opened some up, and since IRA there's no wash sales, so then I closed some here, and I'll probably get some more, open some back up either today or tomorrow. I'm not sure, but yeah. And then on the long term, I got a bunch of shares on here. So let's see what these are. So these are a wash sale, so my cost basis on it's all jacked, but yeah, I got, let's see, 1,700 on here, and they're up 6%, so that's not bad. 2,200. I would just scalp these, but then I'll get a wash sale deal, and I just probably should stop doing that. I think I made like 700 though on the IRA shares, and usually GME doesn't gap, so I'll probably wait till tomorrow. If it does, that's my luck, I guess. But BBBY, very interesting. It wasn't following the market today at all. It wasn't following GME, totally doing its own thing. It is Monday though, and wasn't expecting much on Monday. I wasn't expecting GME to rally or BBY to necessarily do a big sell-off. So we'll see. The level it broke, I didn't like to see it break at 33.50. Looks like now it's holding this 28.30 potentially. OPEX is T+2 from OPEX last week is tomorrow. There was a lot that expired in the money. We'll see if that puts upward pressure on it. I don't think this play is over by any means. It could be not until next week until we see a big rally. The fact that it broke this support makes it seem like it'll take a little bit more time before it fully reverses this 33.50. So we might be looking till could be this week, but maybe I'm thinking more next week now that we broke that. And by next week, these options will hopefully have cooled down the IV, making them more attractive to go long on with a lower IV. And yeah, here are Here's my futures account. I went long on natural gas here. I guess I was bored. I don't know. It ended up being a really stupid trade. Trading candlestick patterns on natural gas futures doesn't really work. It really likes support and resistance, it seems like, and then momentum, moving averages. So I saw a bull flag over VWAP. I was like, yeah, I'll go long, and then blip. So I'm still kind of in this. I have 2 of them, and it's crazy how volatile nat gas is right now. It's been settled down, but just today it's had these big swings, and 2 contracts. This is like $1,000 swinging. So it's down 275. Might hold it, not sure. Then I have MES, like I said, the MES long, which is S&P 500 micro futures. So I went long here. I have 3 of them. Might average in, probably wait till tomorrow to see if it's working in the right direction. And oh yes, so the OPEX really cleared out my account, which is nice. So yeah, I have no options now. I sold them all, and I'll probably get some more tomorrow. Not sure yet. Here's the history. Yeah, so Hellbiz, sold all the Hellbiz, and then opened up a couple long puts on GME just for margin. So now I have 10 grand in margin. It was like 18, but since I have the MES and the natural gas contracts, that brought it down quite a bit. So I probably should sell those so I have more margin so I can get some calls on GME if it does rally, because I think just doing day trades on options for GME, if it is making a move up, might be the play for me this time at least. Just getting a ton of them and just playing 10-20% moves on 10 or 15 grand, and then just being happy with that, and then holding the shares for the more sustained move. Anyways, yeah, so those are some of the scalps I did. 22, 30 call debit spreads, and then just the 22 calls. So I had 51 of these 22 calls at one point. Yeah. And yeah, that's what we're left with. So SPY's kind of holding up above VWAP. Could be a false break, but I'm going to stick with my longs. Yeah, it's stupid I didn't take profits here on the short. It's a great short. I was up 2 grand on it. It even hit that double bottom. I thought that was the top. The trend line was definitely, it keeps erasing, but the trend line from last year, it was hitting that. So today we're hitting over it. Maybe this is the false breakout, but I don't know. Us breaking that 400 to me was pretty significant for a bullish move. So that's what I got. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on Discord. Peace out.